So today we are going to look at a new dash cam. So many of you may have seen me put some or maybe two dash cams in our two vehicles that we have right now, but both of them were fairly inexpensive, and one of them, the nicer one, actually got stolen. So haha, thanks. So today though, I bought a nicer one, a little bit more expensive because normally they're cheaper. This one's about $150. So we're gonna unbox it, put it in the car, and see how it does. Right after this. Okay guys, so here it is. Well, here's the bag. The bag's cool, I guess. So like I said, normally I'm just gonna open it while I talk. Normally I just get cheap ones, but I figured this one seemed like it was pretty cool. It's actually gonna go in the Fiat. So here it is. It's by a company. It's called the Vantrue T1. So hopefully you guys can see that maybe. Vantrue T1. Now this is a little bit of a different one because it doesn't have a screen as far as I know, and it has a smart app. So or a phone app or a smartphone app, whatever you want to call it. So we're gonna take a look at that, but I'm gonna bring this camera over here and we're gonna take a look at what's in this box right after I just kind of crack the seal, because cracking the seal is important. All right, let's go unbox this, shall we? Okay, so here it is, Vantrue T1. It's a nice looking box. Actually, the packaging is actually quite nice. Again, Amazon. I got it for around the $150 Canadian mark. And I'm gonna open this, hold on. Yep, okay. All right, whole bunch of stuff coming out of the box. Whole bunch of stuff. Let's bring this back down here. All right, so here it is. So what do we have in this box? So we have a thank you for choosing Vantrue. Register your product now to extend the warranty to 18 months. Cool, nice. We have a quick start guide, so I will end up reading that. It even says, hey, please read. Cool. We have the user manual, so I guess this would have more information than the previous one. And it's color, that's okay. That's nice. Plus, there is the QR code to be able to get the app. Nice. And the box. Seems like a really big box for something so small. So let's pop this open, shall we? It's packaged actually really nice. So you get this nice little cardboard here with some foam, which is good, nice and thick. This, as far as I know, if I can get this out, you can put this on your dash or something. So what happens is that when you're driving and you want to take a picture or you want to turn it on or whatever, you can just kind of snap this button, I believe, or start recording, something like that. I'll read the instructions. And what do we have? We have the camera. Actually, it looks like a plane turbine, right? Like a plane motor. My guess is, yeah, that's the front. That's the rear. There, that's nice. Gonna put that here for now. And what else do we have? We have in this box, that box is really stuck. Maybe you have to do it this way. Okay. The dual USB cigarette lighter adapter, which is nice. We have the USB, micro USB connector, and we have another micro USB connector. Why do we have two? I don't know. Maybe two different lengths, because they seem to be the exact same thing, just one's significantly longer than the other one. Whatever, more is better than not enough. Okay, and last but not least, we have the physical connector that this is going to slide into when it mounts, and a little 3M sticky. The one thing to be aware of, this is not a suction cup mount. Once you get this kind of where you want it to be, just realize that's kind of where it's going to stay. They do give you an extra one, which is good, as well as looks like some extra clips. Now I think these clips may be for the button thing, possibly. Yeah, I think they are. And it has a little battery, I think, spot for it because it's Bluetooth. Okay, so there you go. We got the camera, which is snazzy. Too bad that wasn't blue because it matched my car. We have the power adapters, cables, we have the button, we have the manuals. Let's go out to the car, mount it, and then go for a drive and see what it does. Okay, hold on. Before we go out to the car, I decided to actually read the manual or the quick start guide. So a few things just to kind of be aware of, I guess. So on the back, this is the back, right? That's the front, back. This is where your little micro SD card goes. So if you give this a little spin, you'll see that there's this slot right there. Okay, so that's where your micro SD card goes, which is kind of handy. Also, one of the things it says is, it says that you want to do this first. And I was like, okay. And that is, get yourself a power bank or a plug-in for the wall. So remember I talked about the 2 cables? Well, this is one that you would keep in the house, and this is one that you would keep in the car, so that's kind of nice. Basically what they want you to do is you're gonna have to kind of go through this. It says here, before you start, connect the car dash cam with power before the initial use. So either a power bank or a USB like wall charger. Insert a memory card into the camera till it clicks, right? Good. From 16 gigs to 256 gigs with at least a class 10 rating. Cool. Format the card before using it. Format in the app, and then you can actually go out and take it to the car. So I'm going to do all of that right now. So I'm going to download the app and then we'll go out to the car. All right, I will see you there in a second. All right, it's like I never want to go out to the car. I've downloaded the app. We're going to set up this part so you guys can see it, so you can see what the app looks like, and then we'll go out to the car. So I'm just going to go over here. One sec. Okay, so we've got the phone here. I don't have the app open yet, but here's my battery brick. So I'm going to plug this in, and this should hopefully turn everything on. I would say that. It's even talking. That's kind of nice. All right, so let's open the Road View app. So that's what it looks like if you can see it. I'll just kind of bring that up so you can see what that app hopefully looks like. Okay, when you're looking for it, Road View. And we're going to hit open. All right, let's see. Dash cam. Please connect to device's Wi-Fi. All right, let's go into Wi-Fi. My guess it's the one that says car DV. It's my guess. So we'll try that one. Password, I don't know. Let's try the default. Yep, just so you know, the default for it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Back to Road View. And there it is, recording. Now, a few things to see. What's cool about this one is, as far as I know, it's gonna have, see, GPS ready. I hope you heard that. So it's got a GPS in it. So not only does it track things like speed and information, but it also is going to be able to tell you where you are by longitude and latitude, which is excellent as well. So we're going to go in here just for now. So this is a live view. So if you really wanted a camera screen, you could mount your iPhone, which is what I'm going to do, and I could actually put this up so I could see it, just to make sure everything's working. But you get a nice voice prompt. It's not crazy loud, but it's loud enough. So let's go into the settings. So I can change my dash cam Wi-Fi password, which is good, which I will probably do. Audio switch, your G sensor. So your G sensor is for motions, and if you have that on, as far as I know, this is where it'll actually lock the file. You also have, and this is a big one, video segments and video resolution. I'm going to set this a little higher because I don't like to just go through 1-minute clips. I'm going to actually set this at 5.
Stop recording. Start recording.
Cool. So it has to stop and start. Video resolution, you'll see that it has a bunch. So it actually has an HDR mode in 1920. You can go higher, so you can go to a 2K resolution. So like you can see here, a 2304 by 1296. I'm going to keep it in that 1080 HDR mode right now because I think that may be better, and I'm going to test this later on tonight in some different lighting conditions. So you can also do HDR in 720p. Going back down here, you have ADAS, and this is basically this here, and I'm going to turn this on.
Stop recording. Start recording.
Basically this is going to have it for things like lane departure. So if you're moving outside of a lane, it'll actually, I don't know if it beeps or buzzes or talks or does something, but that's what it's doing. So we have a rotate display. Depending on how I'm going to put it up there, I'll check, but you can do it depending on how you mount it. Parking monitor, so if you wanted it to monitor when you're parked. Now be aware, if you do this, they do recommend that you have it plugged into a battery brick, because if not, it will sense all kinds of things and it chews through power quite heavily, which means it could affect your car starting. GPS, of course, you look in here. Do you want a GPS stamp? Do you want your speed limit? You have kilometers and miles. I'm going to set mine to kilometers. So every time you make a change, it stops and starts, just so you know. Do you want it time stamped? Yes, I do. Device information, cool. Do you have a firmware upgrade? Let's check. Let's see. Upgrade. Oh, there is an upgrade, so I'm going to do it. Yep. And you'll see it downloads the firmware. Make sure you have lots of power when you're doing this. Depending on your internet speed, of course, will be how long this takes. I'm going to speed through this for you guys, and I'll come back as soon as it's done.
GPS ready. Firmware upgrading. Don't remove SD card.
So what's cool right now is you do get little voice prompts telling you what's happening, even though it says it's upgrading, and it will take about 3 minutes. This process here to get here took about 4 minutes. So we're looking at a total of about 7 or 8 minutes.
Upgrade success. GPS ready. Start recording.
All right, so there you go. I hope you heard that. It was quiet. But GPS ready, everything's ready to go. So we're gonna go out now to the car, finally, and give it a test. All right, let's go. Well, hello, we're in the car. And I know it's hard for you guys to see me because it's dark, but I do have, and it's not really important for you guys to see me, I do have it mounted. Okay, so here it is. It's on, it's stuck. I have my phone here. So it is recording. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go out for a little drive right now just around the block. I'm gonna record the whole thing. You can hear if it's talking, hopefully, and if it vibrates or does anything when I try to do lane changes. I'm also gonna go out a little bit later on this evening when it's dark to see how well it does at night. So you'll be able to see what that footage actually looks like because we'll use it. All right, let's go for a little rip, shall we? All right, guys, so we're gonna go in the house and take a look at this footage. Later on tonight, I'm gonna go take a drive with the car in the dark so you guys can see what the footage looks like in the day and the night. And then we'll talk upstairs. All right. All right, so we're back upstairs. I've actually had a chance to look at the footage, and I have gone out for the day ride and for a night ride because it's important for you guys to know if it looks okay at night because we all drive at night. At least most of us. I have to say the quality of this camera I think is really good. I am super happy with it. I even pulled up, you know, close to a car so that I can see if the camera is capturing the license plate okay even at night. A lot of cameras have problems, especially with light and dark. And what happens is things get either overexposed or the resolution isn't high enough to be able to see, unless you're right on top of a vehicle, what little intricacies are like a license plate. Kind of important to have. Voice prompts were good. They had the lane detection as I was moving between lanes, so telling me that I am moving out of my lane, which was cool.
Lane departure.
I did get a forward crash detection.
Forward collision.
That was actually when I was passing a parked car coming into my driveway that it gave me that, so it was cool that it kind of saw that. And I got a turn your headlights on. Because I guess it just didn't see enough light coming through. So I only got it once and it was this kind of in a weird scenario. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I'd rather be warned than not be, I guess. The photo button worked very well, so as long as it's on, you hit the button and it takes a picture, which can be really cool if something happens and you're kind of frazzled or something happens in front of you and you don't have a lot of time, you don't want to have to go through footage and you just want to be able to snap a picture really quick, you can just kind of snap the button. What I didn't show you is that at night when you hit the button has a little red ring that lights up. It's not bright by any means, but it lights up red just so you can tell that you actually hit the button. And you get a little voice prompt from the camera saying photo was captured, which is cool. The only thing that I kind of wish, for those of us that like to listen to the radio or music or things like that in the car, I do wish that the volume was controllable. I can't seem to find if it is anywhere, and if it is, someone please down below just tell me how to do it, because I wouldn't mind having it a tad bit louder if possible. But that's a very, very minor little thing that I'd like. Last but not least, The only other thing that I would have liked to have seen, possibly, and I kind of talked about it a bit at the beginning, was it would have been nice if it would have come with some kind of standardized mount, or a mount that was removable, or something like that. Being that we have 2 vehicles in our house, it would be nice to be able to take the camera from one vehicle to another, or if you were to at least have the option when buying it, possibly, to say, hey, can I buy some additional mounts? Being that this seems to be, at least to me, a proprietary mount, makes it a little more difficult to move it between one car to another if you have more than one car. Other option, of course, is to buy 2 of them. They do make another one, which is like a second version, which has a screen, same company. I'm kind of tempted to possibly look at that one as well for our other car, just to see what it's like. And if I do, I'll make sure to put a review up here with a link if that happens. Other than that, I think this is a great dash cam. I've had, like I said, 2 different dash cams previous to this, both less expensive for sure, but this one far surpasses the quality of those other 2. Other than that, the application works like a charm, super simple to use, worked really well. There was the odd time that there was a little bit of stutter as it not lost connection with the camera, but the video kind of just hung for a second and then started back up again. But it was literally just for a couple seconds, and it only happened a couple times while I was driving, but it always kind of caught up. Does not affect the actual recording, just the viewpoint back to the phone. Other than that, again, complete win. I think, you know, for $150, it's a great little camera. Seems to work beautifully, and the quality is really good. Again, I did have it set in HDR recording mode, just so you guys know, which is why, and for me, having that ability, I think, to be able to get all those light differences between light and dark, where a lot of cameras have problems, really was a big factor. And you really see that a lot of times in the sky in the daytime, because most cameras that I find have problems with that and they blow out the sky. Alright my friends, I'm going to leave you there. This video was way longer than I was hoping it to be, but I feel it was kind of necessary for you to see the quality and the features and some of the pluses and minuses. If you are interested in, I will put a link down here so you guys can go pick one up. Other than that, I'm going to leave you guys there. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Do all the good stuff. Hit the little notification bell so you can see when the next video comes out. I try to do them every 3 days, and it supports me. Alright my friends, we will talk to you later. Have a good one.